Hello, welcome to the podcast. This is your Life's Line. Here's why with Bray, Sean, and Rye. We miss you. This one we're talking about jobs and careers with Jeffrey Smith Nielsen. You might know him as the manager of Springville Wiggy Wash, so we've got a lot of tales from that. We talk about interviewing. We talk about all sorts of stuff. So if you have a job or would like a job at some point, I would recommend this podcast to you. So thank you, and we will see you. All right, Smith, start us off. What is your current job?
So currently, as of right now, I'm working at the Springville Wiggy Wash.
Yeah, what do you do there?
I'm the site leader over there.
What does that mean? Like a boss?
Yeah, so I'm pretty much just the site manager there. Run the site, run the people there, run the place.
Heck yeah.
I love it when jobs, like especially Wiggy Wash, when they give it very glamorized names, and it just makes me kind of laugh.
Well, that's a big deal, though.
Detail technician.
I remember,
I clean cars.
like 10 years ago. It used to be called a janitor, and now they're called a custodial electrician.
Yeah, like what?
Like you gotta like brighten it up, otherwise nobody wants it. Nobody wants to be the trash man. They want to be the garbage captain or something. They want, you know what I mean? You gotta make everything.
Garbage consultant.
Bray, what do you do?
I'm currently a bank teller at America First Credit Union.
Ooh, very nice. Sean?
I am a customer service agent at Cricket.
That's
Not the
cool.
wireless place, but the scrapbooking machines
Yeah,
for old ladies.
cool.
And what is your current profession, Ryan?
I'm currently bottom of the barrel doing construction right now, doing concrete. So here's the question for all of us then. Do you like your job? Then we'll start in the similar fashion. Smith?
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I don't love it, but as of right now, yeah. I mean, I like it.
Yeah.
I like the people there.
Yeah.
Kind of like what I do, so.
That's all you can ask for, really. Bray? You like the bank, man?
I don't really like the bank that much.
Why not?
So it's kind of been, I don't know. I think it's mostly, the job is almost just kind of depressing.
Yeah.
Like I don't do anything. Like, you know how people will brag about their jobs? Like, yeah, I don't do anything. I chill at work all day. And most of the time they are busy most of the time, but they just say that. So like, yeah, my job's dope. You know what I mean? I quite literally don't do that much. Like, I work 10-hour shifts as well, which doesn't bother me at all. But like working for 2 hours out of a 10-hour day, it's just awful. Like, and like, not to mention all my coworkers are a lot older than me, and I'm the only male there. It's also kind of a downer.
Yeah.
But
That'd be hard when you're working with 30 to like 60 demographic of married women.
Yeah, so they're a few of them have children well over my age. Yeah. No, seriously.
Did they ever try to set you up on play dates?
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of cute, wouldn't it?
That'd be kind of cute.
Yeah. No, I haven't explored that yet, but maybe soon.
That'll spark things up, man. Sean, do you like your job currently?
No, not really. I mean, like, there's some cool people that work there, but the job itself,
Nah.
I mean, well,
Be careful, because you said your boss wanted to be on our podcast, so he might listen to it soon.
Yeah.
I know, but I guess the cat's out of the bag now. But I mean, that's not going to like, I mean, like, I still like take care, like, well, like I still take care of the customer, I guess.
Yeah.
But not having fun doing it.
Yeah.
The people that I work with are awesome. They're
That's
amazing.
good.
Like, everybody
That's
there
good.
is like way positive and
That
all
makes
that
a huge
stuff.
difference.
It really does, yeah.
But
Like night and
aside
day.
from that, I still think, is this as good as it gets? Like,
Yeah?
does it get better after college? Does it actually get better after college?
Depends on what you do.
It does heavily.
There's
depend
so
on what
much you could do that doesn't make a difference if you went to college or not, or it does, or there's so many variables that's like no job is the same anymore.
Well, like at that point, it's like if you do go to college or whatever, the chances are you could be making significant, like, you know, like a lot more money. And if you're making more money, maybe the workplace like has a different vibe to it. Like maybe you're like happier, or it's easier, or everyone there has like a better vibe about it. I don't know, but
Yeah.
like
Could be true.
that could change it. Just money alone could change
Yeah.
like your attitude, I guess.
No, I
Work
think
ethic,
there's
maybe?
so like it gets to a realistic point where it's like if you don't like going to work every day, almost like no amount of money is going to make you happy to be at work. Even if you're like, yeah, I'm going to get paid this much money, it's like I have to slave 50 hours a week, 40 hours a week for it. You know what I mean? Where it's doing something that I hate. So and we'll kind of get to that later because we have other questions that are kind of built upon that. But
Yeah.
yeah. Do I like my job though?
Do you
I
like
don't
your
know. It varies moment to moment.
job?
I
Hour to hour.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like how hot it is. I like the feeling of accomplishing something. Like at the end of the day, it's like, oh, I like built something. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
built something that will last longer than me, and I like that. But there's some other things that I don't like. But I think we'll get to it with the questions that we have. So I'm a little mixed on it because I've only been doing construction for like 2 months. I think we hit 2 months the other day on the 11th. So I've been doing it for 2 months. So I'm still kind of new. Well, I'm still very new. Like I still don't know shit about anything. They still like drag me around, but we'll get to that. Next question: how long have you guys been at your current job, Smith?
You've been there for a minute. Huh?
Yeah, it's been, I think, a couple weeks ago was my 2-year anniversary.
Ooh, okay.
I was
So-
Smith's boss when we hired him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ryan was my
And I remember
first
he could
boss at Wiggy Wash.
he could work till like 11 every day.
No, I
or
could
12.
work until 3.
It was 3.
Yeah, but you guys would always push me to like 12. So I'd work like 12 to 3.
What was your other job? What was your?
I was-
What did you moonlight as?
I was still delivering flowers for the family business.
He was the boy you wanted to see outside your
Mhm.
doorstep with
Oh,
a
what
bouquet
a
of
cute
flowers.
boy.
Way cute. Bray, how long have you been a bank teller?
1 year. It's
1 year.
been 1 year about like a week ago.
Right on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right on. Sean?
I think it's been about 3 months for me.
Okay.
Sean's new on the job.
He's
Mhm.
new.
Newish.
New kid on the block.
On the block.
What's a typical day like for you, Smith?
Typical day. I don't know, because it all just kind of feels like
Get to work.
yeah, it just kind of
Scatter.
feels like a jumble of things.
Yeah. What are some consistent things? Like 9 days out of 10, here's what you'd have.
I don't know. Usually fixing customer problems.
Yeah, like complaints about stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. Dealing with employees. Like in the
You
sense
say
of like motivating them, I guess you could say.
I would also like to preface that all of us have worked at Wiggy Wash.
Yes.
Yes.
If you don't, you probably know that by now. But
Yeah.
all of us have worked at Wiggy Wash at some point.
I'm just the only one stuck there currently.
Dude, don't worry. You can say whatever you want because Brad and Shan stopped listening after I quit.
Oh, good.
Ah.
They listened to
Good.
it until then.
And then they were done for
You're
me.
like, yeah, we wasn't that good anyways.
Yeah, it's
We only did it
garbage.
because he worked here, but now he's gone.
No, I don't know. My daily routine is not. It just kind of feels like I do nothing all day,
Yeah.
but somehow something.
Yeah, like you stay busy the whole
Yeah.
time, but then you look and you're like, where did
Yeah,
my
like-
day go?
When I get home from work, I like look back. I'm like, what did I accomplish today?
Yeah.
What did I do?
I like can't think of anything. Like today, for example, can't think of anything I like accomplished besides
Yeah.
not letting my site burn down.
Yeah. That's like part of that is like mostly the reason that I left
Yeah.
Wiggy because like I felt like I accomplished nothing. Like I would spend 8 to 11 hours there a day, and it was like it was like treading water. It was like, okay, we made it through today. Nothing went terribly wrong, and tomorrow it's like we're just gonna have to deal with the same thing, no
Same
matter
thing.
how good we did today. And so it would just kick your ass because you'd like do your best all day, and it was like it still wasn't enough because
Yeah.
you'd stop the same problems tomorrow.
Well, like I've been a site leader for like a year now.
Yeah,
And like looking back, it's like I can't see. There's no like progress. I can see like no sense of like accomplishment, like building up. It's all just kind of been like the same thing every day,
yeah.
like working on the same things every day, doing the same things every day. You know.
Yeah. Bray, what is a day like for you or a week? Just you sit at a computer and wait?
I sit at a computer. If anyone comes up to me, I'll help them. I make deposits, withdrawals. I set up a Roth IRA account.
Yeah, somebody asked you that on your Q&A last night.
Yeah, yeah.
What is a Roth IRA? Tell me. I
It's
was told I
very-
should set one up.
It's very long. I don't want to talk about it. I don't hate talking about work outside of work.
Can you set me up with a broth IRA?
Broth IRA, I got you, man. I'll
I like
make
chicken
it nice and
noodle.
warm for you. Chicken noodle broth IRA.
I'm gonna call in. I'm gonna call in tomorrow and say, "Hey, is Braden there?" Say,
Yeah.
"Hey, can you set me up?" No, I'll ask you then. I'll be like, "Yo, what's a Roth IRA?"
All right,
Then
that's
you're getting
fine.
paid
Sure.
and not taking up valuable podcast time.
That's fine. That's fine.
Sorry for distracting us. So
Yeah.
you wait for. Do you have a
Yeah.
customer voice?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
do?
I feel like everyone does.
Everyone does.
When I
but
answer the phone, it's different.
is it high? hey,
It's higher.
Hey, what's up, Braden?
Give us a little sample.
America First
the-
Smash for Credit Union.
This
Or
is
no,
your life's
I'm talking
line.
about-
Damn it!
Smash
Damn
for
it! This is your life's a bank. No, fuck. It's Bank of America with Brace, Sean, and Wright. No.
Yeah. Everyone has a customer service voice. It's usually pretty bad too.
Yeah. Sean, or I didn't ask you, Smith. Do you have one?
Yeah, I think I have one.
Hi, how we doing?
Dude, Brad's customer service voice
Oh,
was.
yeah.
That was
Ooh.
phenomenal. It worked
It's
though.
classic.
It did.
It shuts problems down.
Yeah, for sure.
Sean, what's a day like for you?
Just help out old ladies. We get pretty long wait times between calls, so I'll be like sitting around for like 10 to 20 minutes between
Yeah.
a call.
What are
And,
you supposed to do in between calls?
do like follow-up work if you've like done all the follow-up work or there's no more left to do, then you can just do whatever you want. So you can like play on your phone, read
That's
a
cool.
book. That's usually what I do.
Yeah.
But
Do you like that downtime? Because it seems like Braden might have like too much of that. Where
Way
you
too
have a
much of that.
little bit less, there's still stuff for
Yeah.
you to do. Is that good still, or is it still kind of annoying?
it's the downtime is nice. The downtime is probably the best part of the job. Like just because like I can like work on basically anything I want. So
Yeah.
like if I was in school, I could do homework in between calls. Right
See,
now, I'm
yeah.
just like reading books. Like sometimes I'll like try like writing something,
Yeah.
and but there's like a lot of time to kind of goof off. I
Yeah.
guess.
When I start school, I do a lot of homework. Like I can
Yeah.
usually finish my homework at work and
Yeah,
like
you
still
never
have
have
time
to
to
do
spare. The thing I hate about having the downtime, because it sounds like you have less than me, but you can like bring up like a physical book or like a Rubik's cube. It sounds like kind of thing. And
Yeah.
it's- But like I can't do that because I'm like helping people, so I can't have like a physical book or I can play on
Yeah.
my phone, but like not all day. You know what
And
I
you
mean?
need some no sleep though, right?
Yeah, but anything on the computer I can basically go to as long as it's like safe for work kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is very broad.
Yeah.
But like
Coolmathgames.com.
basically no, seriously. Like
There's a kid that
there'll be
plays
days I play heck yeah. No, there's days where I'll play like 2048 for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know what else to do. And like I've gone to the ends of the internet. I've read everything there is to read about the Nissan 350Z. Like I know everything about it just because I'm like, what am I going to look up today?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's cool.
It's awful.
Yeah, it is awful. And I feel like it depends on your personalities too. Like I feel like there's some people who could do that and be super happy with it.
Like my coworkers.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't
You know
care.
what I
They
mean?
don't. They'll scroll through Pinterest until the end of time. I swear to God, it's so weird.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. And then there's some people, you know what I mean? Like you guys are very different. I feel like, your personalities are kind of reflect how you feel about your jobs.
Yeah, like you said, like you'll sit there and like you'll like read like a whole bunch. Like usually what I'll do if I'm not like on my phone or like skimming a book, I'll just sit there.
And you're
I'll
cool
do
with
nothing.
it.
Yeah, like
Just
I
being alone with your thoughts.
yeah, and it's like I just sit there and think, and like there's like this girl that like sits like in front of me, like she always like kind of like, hey, like what are you doing?
Anything there? Anything going on there?
Yeah, so I just
Yeah.
kind of sit there and I get bored.
See, that's hard for me. Is your workplace fairly quiet?
Not really.
No, because
No.
mine is a supermarket. So if I stop and I sit, I just hear boop, boop. Just every freaking cash register ringing up something
At the
and I'm
same
like-
time though, like boop, 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 boop.
And then there's the
Clean up
really-
on aisle 4.
And then there's the really awful supermarket music. Like they'll play Nickelback and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah, they play songs that you like only listen to ironically, or that you forgot about because they're like 20 years ago or like 10 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
no, supermarkets are stuck in a different time. I think the music is stuck in the time that they were built.
Yeah, it's
The
wild.
Macy's is still playing like 2003's greatest hits.
Yep, basically. They probably just played that when it opened and just never touched the iPod.
They have like a CD. Yeah, they have a CD and it just keeps
They
rotating.
just have one CD.
They have like 60 songs, so it like loops through enough.
Yeah.
But I'm like still, I'm sick of hearing Mariah Carey. And,
Yeah.
Oh, especially
That's-
during Christmas time. Holy shit.
Oh,
Yes.
that is the
Yeah.
worst.
That butchers me. 10
Christmas
hours
music
a day.
is bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Wiggy Wash would always go. They'd always go hard for the
Oh,
Christmas
yeah.
music.
It was always just like, but it was always like one playlist, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like-
I tried to mix it up, but then that doesn't fix the problem. It doesn't fix the problem if you make your own playlist, even if it's like 100 like of your personal favorite Christmas songs. It's still annoying. Like any Christmas song gets so old. I mean, all
Fall
I
Out
don't know.
Boy Christmas special.
Fall Out Boy's theirs is pretty good. The Main has a good Christmas EP. They have two actually, and then who do I like? Or what's that song? All I Want for Christmas Is You. I could probably listen to that all day. Actually, that song's fire. That song is so fun.
Strongly disagree.
But I mean, like all the other stuff, like all the traditional Christmas music,
That's
the
no
working to
good.
that is the worst
No.
thing in
Oh, yeah.
the world.
No.
Like, ugh, that's bad. What was the
Unpopular
question?
opinion, but the traditional Christmas stuff I could listen on an endless loop.
No, that's
Really?
disgusting.
Love it.
Like,
That's a very unpopular
do you hear what I see? Or like
Okay.
Snowman.
Yes.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
Not that one, but all those like old 1940s songs that have like that guy
I like
with like
the-
a silky smooth voice singing.
Yeah, there's the Sinatra ones that are
Yeah.
pretty good.
I wouldn't wipe my ass with those songs, dude. They're so bad. I hate
Yeah.
them.
Oh man.
What was that song? There was a song last year that I found that was the most obnoxious Christmas song I've ever heard in my life. And I was
is it?
screaming about it to you, and you're like, it's not that bad.
Wait a second.
It was
the
like
one-
Dominic the Christmas Donkey.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
I remember.
Do you know that one?
Mm-mm.
Okay, we'll play it after. It's obnoxious
I will be
as
dead at the end
hell.
What was it
November.
called? Dominic the Christmas Donkey?
Yeah, and it's like 2 minutes of him like honking like a donkey. Like he's like honky honk, and it's the worst thing I've ever heard. It's the most obnoxious thing. Like look up Dominic the Christmas Donkey, listeners. It's wild.
Or don't.
Gosh.
Or don't. We'll actually leave like a 3-minute silent part where we can just splice that in
Santa
through
Baby.
through movie magic.
You guys like Santa Baby? The song that sexualizes Santa?
I hate when like a little child sings it, or like when or like a woman sings it in a little child's voice, like Santa baby. Ugh.
that's-
I hate that.
That's
I don't
no
like
good.
it.
Hurry down the chimney tonight.
Right,
too good at that,
you're
dude.
really good at that.
I practice.
That's what he does for 8 hours a day when he's not
But
on
what does
calls.
it work?
Mhm.
The,
Just kind
the
of
people
like sing
next to him are
myself.
like, "Somebody singing Santa Baby."
Sean, can you bring in your harmonica to work? Do they not like It's not about that. I can see Sean just in a blank stare. And like a coworker's like looking at him like, what the fuck does he do all day? And just out of his pocket, you just see this glowing, this fucking
See, I see him. He has his headset, but then he also has one of those like hands-free harmonica devices.
Yes.
And it like in between, like when they're talking, he'll just mute his mic and then play, and then go back. All right, here's the problem, ma'am. It's not on.
And he's like, I'm just gonna put you on hold for a second, and then just starts playing his
acts
harmonica.
like he's doing something. He's like, yeah.
All right.
I do have my harmonica in my backpack at all times, so I could.
Good man. You're always ready to go to jail so you can have something to play. Typical day for me is I wake up at like 4 to 5 to 6 a.m. and drive anywhere in Utah pretty much. Set up concrete and pour it and then go home 8 to 11 hours later. Back to what we were talking about. But let's see. What kind of problems do you guys deal with at work?
Hmm.
Smith? Jeffrey?
All sorts of customer problems.
What's like the most common one?
We've all gone through it.
Oh,
at
it's
Wiggy.
got to be some like the past like 3 months. It's been like some VIP did get canceled or they got double charged or something. I've been dealing with that like 4 or 5 times a day.
Yeah, the software
Really?
was
Yeah.
wacky
The software is
because they
so
updated
wacky.
it like 3 months ago
Yeah.
and it just fell apart.
No, it just continually gets worse. So I feel like that's a problem I deal with on the dailies. Our software is just so
Your software
shit.
double charges people
Yeah.
or never cancels them or something
It's
like
so
that.
shit.
That's rough. Bray, what do you deal with?
Sometimes I deal with people who have too much money.
They call in and they're like, "Hey, Wiggy Wash double charged me. What are you gonna do?"
That is common. I'm not kidding.
Have you had that happen before?
I've had Wiggy Wash, and they're like, yeah, they charged me twice. Can you just take this off? And when people go into the bank, they just think I have magic fingers. Like I can just fix any problem that they have.
Oh.
It's just a button click away. You're like, fix.
No,
I have people come. They're like, I went to the bank because I saw you guys double charged me, and they couldn't do anything about it. So what are you going to do about it? I'm like, yeah, no shit. The bank couldn't do anything about it.
No, seriously, people are like, they double charged me, and like I can dispute it, but people get really angry when I'm like, the charge has to go through before I can do anything about it. And they're like, "You're the bank." I'm like, "I know I'm the bank. What do you want me to do about it? It hasn't even gone on your account yet. No money has left your account. What do you want me to do?" Some people get angry at that. A while ago, a dude brought in a check for $800,000. A check on a piece of paper for $800,000, and he wanted it to post that day. And we did it.
Wow.
He had that much money that we were good with it.
Shit.
So yeah, people like, and we all have limits there. My limit's like 15,000. So anything under 15,000, I can do by myself, which I haven't had to get approval for anything in a long time.
Yeah.
But sometimes people will come in with just something stupid, like I need to wire fucking $630,000 to China, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to get my manager for this one. Like, there's all kinds of stuff, but yeah, that's like those are the weirder cases, I guess.
Sean, since you deal in customer service, what problems do you deal with most frequently?
I get like
My Quicket machine won't turn on.
well. So one thing that's like I'll just get those ladies that like they don't know shit, but they yell at you like they do. And they're like, I've had a Cricut for 10 years. I probably bought every one of your models, so I know what I'm doing. And then I'll be like, well, are you sure you're putting in the mat right? Like, I'm sure. Are you sure? Yes. Can I get a video, please? They send me a video.
Oh, they really do? Like,
Yeah,
email you a video?
Like, for certain things, we need to have them, like, send videos of stuff just to make sure, like, they're not, like, doing anything wrong, just to see, like, if, like, it is the machine that, you know, that it is the machine. And like I'll have like a lot of videos where like just like old ladies, like they'll just do something retarded and they won't like, oh, like there's like you put on like this sticky mat and it rolls into and this mat rolls into the machine so it can cut, and like so you have to kind of like push it in, and like, you know, after like hours of like telling like the lady like you gotta push it in into the machine, they're like, oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Like, now I just want to make sure that you understand what I'm saying. You push it inwards towards the machine. Oh yeah, I got it. Then they send you the video and they're like pushing downward on it and like preventing it from rolling in, and as you can tell, I'm very passionate about this. And I don't know, it's just all these nice old ladies that are just like, see, like they're just really old. They don't know what they're doing. And they're really nice, so like you can't like be a dick to them.
Yeah.
So, listen here, you fucking idiot.
Fucking grandma.
No. But
wait,
nah.
Grandma, is that really you? You're alive? And you have a Cricut machine? Sean, is that you?
Nah. No, I don't, and I'm not a hater of nice old ladies. I'm a hater of the mean ones.
Mean old people have ruined old people for me completely. Like, I've met so many mean old people that I just kind of hate old people at this point. Like, if you're above the age of 60, don't talk to me.
You have to be in between the ages of 17 and 50 to like be able to talk to me.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder though, like when we're that old, are we gonna be that mean?
No, I'll be dead.
No, I'll be so
that mean.
yeah. Damn it. Here's the thing. We started the podcast, and I would always take those chances, and then now Braden's got him. He's on it.
I'm on it.
He's on the death train.
Death train, baby.
But
what about you, Ray?
what kind of problems do I deal with?
Yeah.
They're all myself.
Oh.
They're all my inability to do what I'm supposed to do at work, and it's
darn it,
because
I have concrete in my
it's
lungs
cute.
again.
No. I have smoke in my lungs right now, and I'm dying. But I work with like I pretty much only work with these two Spanish guys all day, and pretty much usually it's only us there, and one can't speak like a word of English. So one of them, he tries to talk to me, and I can't understand him at all, but he's pretty nice.
Yeah.
And the second dude, who he really knows his stuff, but he hates me.
Because you don't know what you're
I
doing.
showed up. No, he's fine with me not knowing what I'm doing. He prefers it that way. Because like he would, the first day I showed up, he would not teach me a thing. He would not show me because the Mexican guys believe that if they hire, like if you hire like an English guy, like an American guy, they'll take the job. They'll be the boss and everything. And so he does everything that I can. He prefers that if I don't touch anything, that way I don't learn anything, and his job is okay.
His job is secured.
So the other guy, the nice guy, tries to talk to me and tell me what to do, but he's not great. I mean, they've both been doing it forever, for years, like 20, to either 15 to 30 years of it. So they know their stuff, but like I will never learn is the problem. Yeah. So it's like I've done a whole bunch of stuff to like try to learn on my own, and like I've just watched them like intensely. Yeah. But the biggest problem is that I still don't know stuff, and so I'm hard on myself because I'm like, I've been here for freaking 2 months and I still don't know shit. But I mean, I know a lot, but I just suck at it. But okay, that's my biggest problem.
This is something I want to bring up because every job I've ever worked at has it, where jobs that are jokes that are very specific to the workplace. Like I don't know. There's I could think of all kinds about the bank. Like when people walk in and they're like, I would like to cash this check into a deposit into my account. And I'm like, what the fuck did you just say? Like, you just told me to do 4 different things. Like, what? Like, please elaborate. And I love it when, like kids will come in and they're like, yeah, I want to cash this check into my account. And I'm like, what the, like, or when they're like, I want to cash this check into my checkings. That's another favorite of mine.
Cash this
checkings
into my checkings.
Yeah. So you want cash
you want it in cash or you want it in your checking?
Or when people think, yeah. Or no, people will think they're so brilliant because they're like, I want to cash this check. And I'm like, sure. And I'll give them the cash for it. And they're like, okay, now I want to deposit it. I'm like, I can just deposit the check into your account. And then they're like, well, then there will be a hold on it. I'm like, no, there won't. And he's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, you just wasted like 3 minutes of my time, man.
It'll just be 3 minutes of you being bored anyways.
That's why I say thank you after. But yeah, no, we have all kinds. Do you guys have like anything specific? Like, just funny, like that's only funny to you and your coworkers because you get it.
I think I'm the butt end of the joke of every single one of my coworkers'
like
jokes.
That, yeah.
Is they're like, this dumbass kid has no idea what he's doing. Nice. That's me. That's it. That's mine. What about you, Sean? Probably just old ladies doing stuff wrong.
Like I feel bad now for talking so much shit on old ladies.
No, they're gonna hear you. They all listen. That's our main demographic.
Our main demographic is iHeartRadio listeners.
Oh my gosh,
ages 70 to 84.
I don't want to get beat up in the middle of an alleyway next to the nursing home. But yeah, mostly just like, so think of like like the woman who says, I need to speak to a manager.
Oh yeah, favorite.
Classic.
But take her out of like an Arby's and put her on the phone with me. And that's like the worst of it. The best of it are like these like old spunky ladies that are just nothing but sweet, and like they just like give you all these like crazy stories that like they've had in like their life. So there's like kind of an in between.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you'll just get like some like random guy, which is surprising because you'll hear like a man's voice on the other line of the phone.
That's somewhat rare, right?
It's surreal.
You're like, God, is that you? You're like, Sean, I have a question for you.
I think we can all make jokes about Wiggy Wash though, because we've all worked there. Are there any that come to your mind, Smith?
Not any that I can think of. I feel like right now anytime I have a joke at work, it's always about a specific employee.
Oh, it's not even like about your coworker. No. I'm talking like the people who pull up in the wash and just fucking
and don't know how to put their car in neutral.
Yeah, that's
they know how to put it in neutral. Yeah, they put it in reverse.
Chat about it.
They launch it just straight into the tunnel, and then they bang the rail, and they're like, "Yo, you guys destroyed my rim."
Like, or people who drive up on the rails instead of in the tracks.
That's what I'm talking about.
People who put it in drive and crash into other cars.
Yep.
The Wiggy Wash, there's so much that goes wrong because of customers. Customers are nuts. Or they like suck up all sorts of shit. They're like, your vacuum sucked up my shirt. Like, no. You put your vacuum. I'm sure you've pulled out a ton of stuff. I pulled out
so much.
Socks and shirts and scarves.
I don't know.
They're still good.
I pulled out a remote today.
Mikey pulled out a bra once, or was it panties? It was panties.
Yeah, I think it was panties.
Something wild.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, Wiggy Wash had some crazy stuff.
And there's always the there's always the ones that are like Martin always came in and he was like, and like me and Spencer would always do his car and he would like wave at us with like a Snickers bar. We always just thought it was really funny.
Yeah, the
He was
certain recurring customers were
Yeah.
wild.
Yep.
You'd know all about them. You'd know everything about them for no reason. You're like, I'm never going to do anything with all this information.
Yep.
But
There's a lady that comes into mine and she says like, you're like, I want to put money on my Visa. You're like, okay, I can do that. But for some reason, she's inclined to tell us that she has our top Visa card, so our Visa Platinum card.
mm-hmm.
So we will see how many times we can make her say Visa Platinum because she will boast about that until she dies.
it's a power move. She's like, I have your Visa Platinum card, so if you cross me, Brayden, you're done for. Okay?
No, dude, she
I'm
will
a
come in-
platinum card member, bitch.
No, and she'll just be like, yeah, I want to put this on my Visa Platinum card. Okay, you want it on the Platinum, ma'am? Yeah, just put it all on the Visa Platinum card. I'm like, okay. So you want this all on the Platinum? She's like, yep, put it on the Platinum. I'm like, okay, just confirm that for me. That is just saying that's all on the Visa Platinum card. Oh, it's okay, the Visa Platinum. Okay, I'll sign this for the Visa Platinum card. Dude, she will go off. I don't even get it. But and I also hate when people say my name at work.
Brayden?
Yep.
Why?
Like I'll have my name tag, and I don't know if you guys get it because, I mean, you might. 'Cause,
They can't. They couldn't read the name tags on WikiWash because
No.
it'd be in cursive.
Yeah, no.
because are people ever like, oh, thank you, Smith?
Yeah.
Like at work.
No, people are always just like, Smith? Is that your first name? I'm like,
Well,
Yeah.
technically, no.
No, people, because I don't know. People feel this weird sense of entitlement when they're at the bank. They're like, "Thank you, Brayden." I'm like, "Yeah, thanks, Robert."
You don't say people's names at
No,
stores.
I say people's names. Like, no, if I'm helping someone, like at work, I'll say their name.
No, I'm saying if you see someone at work, you don't ever read their name tag and say thank you, Brayden.
No,
I do that all the time.
I do not like doing it.
If I like them, if I like
If
the
I
person,
like them, it's different. If I'm like at a coffee shop, I'm like, "Oh, thanks, Smith." Like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But at the bank, like, I don't know. I can't explain it.
See, I think when you have sincere service, I think it's very sweet to say that. Like, it's like a compliment is using their name. Like, I respect you enough to say thank you, sir, or thanks, Brayden. I appreciate it. Versus like, oh, thanks, have a
Yeah.
good one.
well, like when I've helped a customer out, like with something crazy, and they're like, "Oh, thanks, Smith." I'm like, "All right, that's cool." But like when somebody's like, "Hey, where's the bathroom?" I'm like, "Right there." They're like, "Oh, thanks, Smith." I'm like, "All right, fuck off."
No, it's nice
off,
when
man.
when it's something nice, but when like they're mad at you and they keep using your
Oh,
name,
I know.
that's when it's like an insult.
Listen
They're like,
here,
listen
Brayden.
here, Brayden. Okay, I'm gonna remember this, Brayden. And your bosses, they're gonna hear about you, Brayden. I
I'm gonna
promise.
call about it. I'm like,
I'm a platinum member, Brayden.
Platinum.
I'm a VIP.
I
I'm a
your
VIP.
Visa Platinum
Oh
card.
my goodness.
I pay you $100 a month for my two
I'm a
cars.
classic VIP.
That was also one of my favorites.
People are nuts.
Do you
People
guys-
are nuts about their car, man.
Would you guys ever get those people that thought like VIP meant something? Like they were like, I'm a VIP. Like I should be getting I should be like ahead of like all these people in like this long line or something like that.
Like,
Would
nah,
you
just
guys ever
means you
get
get-
that?
Excuse
Yeah,
me,
all
can you
the
back
time.
up? We have a VIP member coming in.
Excuse me.
No,
Everybody
excuse me.
pull over. Get on that curb. Get on it.
like a cop.
Sit on the
has
curb.
sword.
Put your hands behind your back.
Smith and I, there was one winter where we were directing traffic, and it was like me and Smith out there all day.
Just
it was
like
the
a
middle of the
cold
winter.
ass
It was like
morning.
6 degrees
Yeah.
all day, and me and Smith, and it was like we were washing like 150 cars an hour. Like we were out the street. It was at Springville. We were out the
Mhm.
street till like Big O tires. Like we were like 50 cars deep the whole time, and people were losing their minds. People
Like-
were like screaming all the
People
time.
were like, I was out there like directing traffic because we have cars coming from this way and then from the side too. So I like have to like direct traffic out
Yeah.
there, and people were like trying to run me over. They're like, they're like screaming at each other across like me. I'm like, all right, everybody chill out. You'll get there.
Yeah.
You're gonna get
Dude,
your car
and then-
It's a
washed.
fucking car wash.
and it was like open, and then Smith, it was already like this, and this lady calls, right? Because I was training Smith how to be a manager like
Yeah.
that first day, and Smith was just directing traffic like one VIP, one normal car. And she calls, and I actually forgot about this until now. She calls and like wants to talk to me. So I go in and talk to her, and she's like, well, your sexist boy out front screwed me over. I was like,
Sexist.
what? And then she was
can you
like,
please repeat that?
yeah, like he was guiding traffic and he saw that I was a woman and let the other car go in front of me. And I'm a VIP, so what are you going to do about it? She did that. And I was like, yeah, no, we were just doing a 1-on-1. I'm sorry if that's how it came across. She's like, no, because my husband was in front of me and he let her go through. And I was like, yeah, like a 1-on-1, you know? She's like, no, I'm not coming back. I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm sorry, but I promise you he's not sexist. He's actually a really sweet guy. So
Because I remember she was like, I'm trying to get to work. Me and my husband always drive to work every day. We come through the wash at the same time, and you just split us up. I'm like, all right, it's going to be like a 10-second difference.
yeah.
Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Come, maybe if you let like 6 dudes, you're like, wait right there. Like, all right, this whole line, get up there. Come on, let's go.
Are you a guy? I can't tell. Roll your window down. All right, you're a good man.
Can I see some ID?
You can wait right there. You're a girl. You're a female.
Oh,
You can
excuse me,
wait.
ma'am. I'm going to have you wait.
Oh, wait right there.
There's
please, yeah.
there's a whole episode to be discussed of just Wiggy Wash problems.
Seriously.
We might want to do that in
That
the
would be
future
kinda
because that
funny.
would be
Because
awesome.
it's like comical.
It's
Like,
hilarious.
I have a
People
lot of-
lose their
I have a lot
mind.
of stories.
We're gonna do
I
that.
worked there
We'll
for
do that
2
soon.
years as well, Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there for
Yeah.
4, and
Yeah.
I've
Ryan-
got some stories, man.
The untold stories of Wiggy Wash
Yeah.
coming soon.
Hell yeah, dude, that is coming soon.
We should
Oh,
do
that'll
that.
be a good one.
That'll be
We should
great.
do that.
boy.
Yeah. We'll do it.
Moving on to the next question. How does your job affect your general lifestyle? Like, do you think your job affects your lifestyle?
Yes.
How so?
Yeah.
You know what a Roth IRA is, which means something.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to college for like finance and stuff, so I
Uh-huh.
feel like it'll help me in the long run for that. I just know a lot more about like money and stuff like that, which I'm a bank teller. It's not like it's anything extreme, but like I'm starting to do loans and stuff.
Yeah.
So I can actually start getting like credit cards, like not me getting, like I could do loan applications for credit cards and I can handle like everything start to finish.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, it's just different. It's just like a different experience for me. But I just learned a lot about finance, which is something fairly important. So I guess that's cool. But
Right on. Sean, how does your work, your career, not your
Sean, do
career.
you know how to put an iron on a shirt?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can really do that. I can really iron on a shirt really
Oh,
good.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
I mean, that's one way that's affected my life.
Merch coming soon. For
Merch
us.
coming soon.
For us only. You'll see pictures, though.
Yeah.
And then merch for you guys.
I mean, that's about it. Like I've learned like things about like how to use a Cricut like a master, and then that's about it.
Oh, good.
Smith, how does yours?
I feel like Wiggy Wash has made me just completely OCD about keeping my car clean,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
inside and outside, which is something I didn't realize until like 1 year into it when I was like vacuuming my car like 3 times a week. I was like, all right, fuck, this is a problem.
Yeah. See, that was a big difference for me. Like, my whole lifestyle is why I kind of put that question on there, is because, like, I feel like I was generally, like, my car was clean. I would stay pretty clean throughout the
Mhm.
day. And, you know, if I got dirty or something, I'd be able to wash my hands so I could clean cars again. But now it's like
Concrete.
concrete.
You're dirty.
I don't get concrete, like, in the car or anything, but my car is filthy all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, now it's like, I mean, I have a VIP, but I, like, wash, like, once a week and clean it out. I still clean it out great. But it's like, it went from, like, I could get away with cleaning my car, like, once a month.
Yeah.
And it was just light dusting on, like,
Yeah.
the center console. That's
Mhm.
it. Now it's like the whole car is dusty. Everything's dirty. It's always out on the outside. It's always disgusting from, like, dirt and all sorts of stuff.
I would
But-
also like to point out I can get in full dress clothes in 25 minutes. Like I can wake up 25 minutes before I can like need to be at work. Full dress clothes.
like, shower, too?
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Shower, brush my teeth, shave, do my hair, full tie, full like everything.
See, I feel like personally getting dress clothes on is the same amount of time as getting normal clothes on.
Yeah. But this is also coming from the kid who didn't know how to tie a tie. I had to Google how to tie a tie on my first day at work. So
Not for prom.
for prom as well.
Yeah, that's okay.
I didn't know how to tie a tie. I do now. I can do it in like.
I didn't know
20
how to tie a
seconds.
tie until, like, I was like 16 or 17. Before, I would always have either bow ties or I would tie it once or get it tied once by, like, my dad or something,
Yeah,
and then just keep sliding it up, sliding it off. But
Until it would finally fall apart.
yeah, bow ties are cool.
Bow ties are pretty cool. They're hard to tie though.
I can't. I've watched like 1,000 videos on how to tie a bow tie, and I can't
It's
do
like
it.
impossible.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
Sean's pretty good at it though, because
Yeah.
that's the kind of shit that Sean is good at. Like, that's the weird, obscure stuff. He's just phenomenal. Just makes the perfect bow tie with so much like buoyancy to it. It's so
Grace.
happy. Yeah. It's beautiful. All right, if you could do it all over again, would you choose the same path for yourself, like the same job? If not, what would you change? So essentially, where you're at right now, not like a dream job or anything, but if you could say, like, before you started this job, would you still do it?
The job I'm at right now?
Yeah.
I hate to say I probably would just still do it, this
Yeah.
job. Yeah. I mean,
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm actually like looking to do, it kind of sounds shitty, but like looking to do like photography full time.
Yeah.
Because then I would make probably a lot more money with a lot more money, the same amount of time,
Uh-huh.
just using a skill set that's different.
Yeah.
Like,
It's more
I'm-
meaningful to you to make art versus
Yeah.
transfer money.
Yeah. But right now, I mean, my job's fine. It's like a good job. It's just not my favorite, I guess. I just wish I did more.
Yeah.
Like, or if I worked really hard, I would have something to show for it. Like, oh, look what I did.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm like, yeah, my teller stats are good.
Yeah.
Do I get a raise? They're like, yeah, you can get a small raise. I'm like, thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Smith, same question.
I don't know. I would have hoped, or I probably would have done it different. I don't know what I would have done though.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a pretty good out of high school job for me though,
Yeah.
and it has been a pretty good out of high school job.
Definitely teaches you a lot.
It does. It has taught me a lot, but
It just teaches you like just to work with people, like your coworkers as well as like customers.
Yeah.
Like Wiggy did help significantly with that. So like I'm pretty grateful I worked there. I
Yeah.
liked it while I was there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Sean,
Yeah, I would still do it.
right on.
It was just such a slap in the face for me because I went from my like Wiggy Wash to where I was one of the older ones there. I was 18. I'm pretty sure I was 18
Yeah.
when I quit. And then I went to a job where just about everyone was double my age and all female. And I was like, fuck. Like, yeah, I don't know. It was just really different, I guess. But it's all about how you take it or how you wake up every morning and your attitude towards your job. So, yeah.
Yeah. Word.
Mhm. Do you guys have any like weird problems, like very specific problems that were actually like really hard to make at your job? I have one that's just like on my mind, so I'm just curious if you guys have anything specific.
What do you mean? Like, give us your
I can
example.
share.
Yeah.
So, which my examples are kind of extreme because I'm dealing with people's finances and stuff, so I can't give like a lot of information away. But there was a girl, she didn't have a ton of money because she was going through like cancer treatments and stuff. So she was pretty broke and she was getting like checks from wherever, and she got a pretty big one. She said she was like waiting on it for a while, and she was like, oh, this money finally came, like I can do all this stuff and whatever. But and like usually if there's enough money, or I look at all kinds of stuff so I can clear the check like right then and be like, okay, your money's available, or no, I can't make it available right now, I have to put a hold on it because it might be fraud. It might return and be negative on your account. If you spend more money, you'll be more negative. There's all kinds of stuff. But basically, she was going through treatments. She needed like all kinds of stuff. And I was like, I can't clear this check right now. Like I have to hold it for X amount of days. You know what I mean? She kind of, I feel like she needed it, but I myself, I could not clear it right then, which was a hard decision because I could see she was obviously struggling. But, you know, it was just kind of a hard decision to make, but like I worked with it and we got it figured out. But
That's good.
yeah, like
You wire her someone else's money. You're like, let me hook you up, fam.
no, there's a lot of different ways I could definitely lose my job.
Yes.
But yeah, do you guys have any like similar, like really extreme problems like that? I can't imagine if there would be, but that was just something that was on my mind.
Yeah, not personally.
I guess
I
not
can't think of
so
anything.
much at my job now, but I used to work for Capital One. So
yeah.
like it was like the same as you. Like I
Yeah.
was in between like people and their credit,
Finances.
like their finances and stuff. So I had this lady once. She was like this old foreign lady, and like I don't think she even understood like what a credit card was, because she was like, she had two credit cards. They were both like they were both maxed out.
Yeah.
And they had like some huge limit to them or something. And she called in, and so I basically had to tell this old lady, I'd inform her how a credit card works. And then I had to inform her that she was like thousands of dollars in debt.
She didn't know about
And there
it?
was nothing she could, and like she had to like pay those off. She's like, I don't have a job. And I was like,
Who
Why
gave
then-
you a credit
and
card?
then, yeah, like I couldn't ask that either. Like I couldn't be like, who gave you a credit card? And then she was like, and then she started begging me for a job. She was like, where do you guys work? Like I need a job. Like, are you guys hiring? Like if this is the case, like, are you guys hiring? And I was like, what?
What? Yeah.
And like,
That's a pretty wild.
and so like she was just like breaking down. She was like, I need a job. Like I didn't realize like that this was.
She thought
how
everything
credit
was
cards work.
free. Like it was like a magic
Something
card.
like
buddies
that,
that work
like-
at like call centers like that, and I know you have to be very specific. Like you can't suggest anything like that would affect credit. I don't know exactly what it is, but
Yeah.
you can't like you're not a financial counselor.
Yes.
You're the middleman, I guess. But,
Exactly.
yeah. So,
So-
you have to be very careful with what you say.
So I couldn't say like if they said like, well, what's the best way to use a credit card? I couldn't tell them anything.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
basically I would just say like your cards are maxed out. You are X amount of dollars in debt to us and you need to
And you
pay us back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Situations like that are freaking insane.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know.
Do you guys just have any like really crazy stories about your job? Like if you could just share one story, like just anything that's like holy shit like that. You know what I mean? While you guys are thinking, I had one. I had these people that came in. And they're like kind of regulars at the bank. But these people came in and I swear they do drugs or something because they're always kind of out there. And I'm pretty sure they have charges like criminal charges kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
And it's a husband and a wife, and the guy comes in and I could tell by his tone he was joking, but he said, "Hey, how you doing? Give me all your money." And I was like, "You can't say that." And he was like, "Well, I'm just joking." I'm like, "I will call the police." Like I was like having a bad day, and I'm like, "I will not take your shit right now." And
I will swat you, dude.
no, yeah, just like stuff like that. And like I remember when I said that, my coworker like looked at me and she was like, "Oh, is everything okay over there?" kind of thing. And I was like, "Yeah."
That's just
Do they,
bank
like-
courtesy. You really shouldn't say that in
No, they,
anywhere,
like-
in any store.
Train you on procedures, like if somebody comes in and tries to.
For a robbery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've also
It's
made
like a button under your desk.
There is.
Really?
Yeah, so we have all kinds of alarms and such. They're everywhere. So
That's cool.
if you rob a bank, you're kind of fucked. But
I know bank robbing days are over.
yeah, but
Unless you're really
if anyone robbed a bank, I think I would just laugh.
Inside man.
these are
Like if someone came up to me and they were like,
Ocean's
and they like
America.
slid me a note that said, "Give me all the money," I would be like, "Bro, for real?" Like,
any idea who you're stealing from? You and your friends are dead. You know what movie that's from,
I
Brandon?
don't.
The Dark Knight
Yes.
I don't.
opening scene.
Not my thing. But I
That's
don't know.
everyone's thing. You haven't even seen it.
Yeah, I don't care for superheroes.
It's not even a superhero movie. It's really
The
not.
Dark Knight.
Yeah,
That's Batman.
yeah.
That would be a superhero if I've ever heard one.
No,
Oh.
not that movie.
Well, it's still a superhero movie.
I don't know
Dude.
how you can typecast a whole genre just because it's not your thing when it's not even. That's
Well, I
like a
know.
subgenre. in
But
that.
I
It's
see
not like a
Batman.
superhero movie.
I know, but I see Batman. I'm like, damn, I don't want to see that.
Okay, you're wrong about the Dark Knight.
I am,
We should have
That's
raised
really
him
one of the
better.
greatest movies of all time. And it has nothing to do. It's not even like a superhero movie.
I know. I just see a superhero and I'm turned off. That's all it is.
Okay,
Maybe I'll watch it.
You will watch it. We will watch it.
Fuck.
Because
don't have a
we'll discuss
choice.
it on the podcast.
Oh, great.
So,
Do you have anything else on there, right, guy?
we have so much on there, so we're going for it.
Go for it. Yeah.
But do you have any crazy stories like that? Do you remember that boat dude?
I do remember.
I was
that
thinking of the boat dude. You tell
Yeah.
the story of the boat dude because we were working together on this one.
I wasn't really too much involved with the boat dude.
Okay, fine.
You'll have to tell it.
So the guy, I guess at Springville we would clean boats. We would detail boats.
which is kind of foolish.
It is terribly
It
foolish.
is.
And we cleaned his boat in like May, right?
Yeah.
In like May. And then, went off without a hitch. He picked it up. We honestly forgot about it because it just went smooth. He picked it up. He's like, all right, looks great. Thanks, guys. We'll see ya. Like, all right, have fun. Shows up like 3 months later and was like, hey, I just got back from Lake Powell. I've been there for 3 months. My boat is still dirty from you guys not doing a good job, so you need to clean it again for free. I was like, no, I'm not cleaning it. You've been gone for 3 months, and you told us it looked great when you left. And he's like, well, I'm just gonna pull it in, and you guys can start cleaning it whenever. We're like, nah, like no,
you
I'm
can't
not
do
cleaning
that.
it.
Yeah.
I was like, you can leave it out in the parking lot as much as you want. If it's here for longer than a week, I can get it towed if you'd like. You can pick it up from wherever they tow it to. He's like, nah, I'm just gonna stay out here. And then like he just kept like walking back in and like asking us where to pull it. He's like, should I pull it in this area or over here? We're like, no, just leave it over there. We're not cleaning it. If you want to pay for it again, I can get you a deal. I can get you like
also did he say he was at Lake Powell?
yeah.
Yeah, like
Like, yeah, you just used your boat for 3.5 months, and so yeah, it
it's
is.
dirty.
Of course, it's dirty. I hope it is. Like, he's like, well, I don't know. I just don't know if you guys did a great job on the way,
on the way there.
on the way there. It was still dirty.
wonder if
Like,
they did a
yeah,
job.
yeah, and it escalated from there. I forgot what happened, but like our general manager Brad had to go out and talk to him, and
Calm him down.
Bradley was saying that he was all drunk, but Bradley's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So the guy
Who knows?
Bradley was saying that the guy was all drunked up and all sorts of
I
stuff.
remember that guy.
And then there was a bunch of beer like in the back of the boat and stuff. Though it was a funny story.
Yeah.
We were
I
like,
remember that.
what should we do?
I also remember when I don't know if you were there when that lady called the cops on us.
I barely missed that.
Oh, we had a lady wash her car. She left for a while, came back and said that we scratched it, and there was obvious
Has to
signs.
happen very often.
Yeah, there was obvious signs that we didn't scratch it. So I explained those to her, and she fought with me for like a solid 45 minutes about it. Finally, she was like, "All right, I'm calling the cops. I'm leaving." I was like, "All right, whatever. Call the cops, whatever." She comes back like 10 minutes later with a cop, and the cop, I guess, turned out to be her son, but he was asking me all sorts of questions, seeing if, I don't know, if I would give in to him
If you
and
would,
be like,
slip
If
up.
you were
Be like-
afraid of the law,
be like, "Oh, sorry, officer, it was us. We'll fix your mom's car or whatever." But
he's like, so Jeffrey, you have a record, don't you?
he's like, do you
I ran a report on you.
license?
that would be messed up. dude.
It's like, "You got a license I can see?" I'm like, "No, sorry."
Freaking nuts. We need a Wiggy Tales because
Me too.
we
I
there's-
could go on.
remember
all
that one
day.
that hit Sue? There's that lady that
Yeah.
hit Sue. There's the lady that drove through the tunnel.
That was
or the
wicked.
dude.
I was there right after that happened.
Yeah.
Didn't
was
Hayden get hit by a
wild.
car once? By
Hayden
that
got hit
minivan?
by a car once.
nice.
I have that video. A guy left his manual car. He started it, pulled the e-brake off, ran inside, and it just rolled slightly into a car that was just fixed for a rear end collision damage.
Oh no way!
Yeah, it was a row barge. So we cleaned up all of their cars. So it was
that's
fixed like
funny.
that day.
Yeah.
And then they brought it over to clean it, give it to the customer. And then the car rolls into it. And they're like, yeah, somebody rolled into your car. We're going to have to fix your bumper again.
That's so shitty.
Jeez.
Yeah, Wiggy
There needs
Tales.
to be a Wiggy
The
episode.
Wiggy Chronicles are coming soon.
I just sometimes being a smartass at work is kind of great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when other people start shit and you're like, all right, you know? there's a lady that will come in and like, I need your driver's license or some form of like government ID to like withdraw money.
Yeah.
And like, she was like, I need to withdraw this money. I'm like, okay, do you have your ID with you? She was like, did you know you actually can't ask for my ID? Only police officers can. And I was like, okay, the ATM's outside. And then I just looked at her and she was like, here's my ID. And I said, thanks. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or when people always come to the bank and they'll have a hat and sunglasses on. I'm like, hey, sir, can you take those off for me? They're like, why? I'm like, because you're at a bank and the sign's right there.
Yeah.
And I'll just point to it and I'll continue to point at it until they take it off. And I'll just sit there and look at them.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay. And then they'll
I
take
feel
it off.
like that's like a side effect of like being in like a supermarket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 'Cause people wear that stuff in supermarkets.
true.
Like when you go to like another bank, like you're in the building and like there's signs like everywhere. Like the second you park, like you see them all over the place.
Please remove your whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the supermarket thing definitely throws a spin to it. So I understand most of the times.
Yeah.
It's just when people like are like adamant. They're like, I don't want to take off my hat. And I'm like,
Like, what are you hiding,
yeah,
dude?
like, what is
Take
under
it
your
off.
hat, bro? Like, you could take it off
Dude,
and put it back on for all I care.
If you have a bad haircut, that's cool, man. I don't care. Just take it off. I cannot help you.
yeah.
Just tell me who cut your hair so I don't go there.
Yeah, seriously.
Takes off his hat and a little rat scurries down his neck.
Like, now I don't know what to do.
Takes
He just collapses.
Takes off his hat. There's just a fully loaded M16 under him. I'm like, bro, like
Top hat.
Bro, maybe you should
You got
put
a
that
big
back
old
on.
Uncle Sam. Like, yeah, put that on. That's much worse.
all right, bro, you're gonna have to leave. Sorry, I asked.
So aside, like, not aside from the job that you currently have, but what is the worst job you've ever had?
Oh, delivering flowers.
Why is that?
I didn't like it. I felt
That'd be kind of fun.
no. I hated going up to people's doors because they weren't expecting it. Like when you deliver pizza, you're expecting pizza.
Yeah,
But I just
hey,
felt-
pizza's here.
Because a lot of times it would be like delivering like funeral pieces,
Ooh.
which was what I hated. Or it would be like delivering plants to like people who had someone recently passed. So I would like knock on a door just like full of sad people and be like, all right, here you go. And they'd be like, okay, thank you. My son just died. I'm like,
Thanks for
Hell yeah. Tip?
I think I saw a tip. No, and I didn't get tipped.
Oh god.
But I saw so many dead bodies delivering flowers. It was crazy.
Dead
'Cause, like,
bodies?
yeah, because I would have to like the casket piece that goes right on the casket. My aunt didn't trust the funeral company or whatever, whoever they are, to put it on because they'd always either put it backwards or put it on wrong and fall off. So I would have to put it on. So I would always have to go walk up to the open casket and like put it on there right next to the dead body.
Oh, I've never even seen a dead body
Really?
before. So
I've seen a
No?
lot of dead
Oh.
bodies.
You've seen a lot.
That's freaking
So
weird.
Smiths was delivering flowers. Braden?
When I was like 15, I would consider it like one of my first jobs.
Yeah.
But I would go up to like my uncle's. He had like a painting business, and he would sandblast a lot of like heavy machinery.
Uh-huh.
I was the kid that shoveled all the sand back in the sandblaster. No, dude, I was 15 and I was fucking ripped, dude.
Yeah.
I would shovel sand for like, I was like 15, so it wouldn't be super long. It'd be like 6-7 hours.
Yeah.
But like, I would like plug in my phone or like my iPod even. I'd plug in like my iPod on the speaker and turn it on. And there would just be, imagine just a room and you're 1 foot higher than you should be. And you're standing on sand and you have to get all of the sand back in a bag. Like that's what I did.
Yeah.
And that was pretty shitty. But
Yeah, that sounds pretty rough.
yeah. That's
Sean, I think you're the only one out of all of us who's working or who's worked fast food. Would that be your worst job or no?
I worked at Costa Vida.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. We'll talk about fast food after this
All right,
question
deal,
then.
deal.
Yeah. Taco time was actually
Worked at Taco Time.
Taco time was a good time
Was it
actually.
lit?
Good.
It wasn't too bad.
So what
but
was your worst job then?
Capital One? Capital One just sucked.
Just talking to people about their money all the
hard, dude.
time.
Yeah, like you would like people are never happy when they're calling in about their credit card. Like they're either
Nobody's
mad.
calling to say, "Hey, everything's good with my credit card. Thank you." It's always like, "You guys are dead."
Just wanted to call in and say
thanks for the
hello.
credit card.
But yes, like either somebody was pissed or they had like 10 children that they couldn't feed because they had to pay off their credit card, and they would let you know. They'd be like, "Hey, just so you know, my kids are going hungry this week because I had to pay your credit card." Like people would say that shit.
I didn't spend your money.
And like, dude, like, I mean, like, you feel bad for them. Like, yeah, shit, that sucks.
Would you have
but
had
I mean, like,
access to what they were looking or like what they bought or no?
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
You're like,
oh,
you spent
they're-
$2,000 on candles, sir. I don't think I'm the problem.
I see a $3,000 charge for a Yankee candle. Can you explain that?
Is that right? Is that fraud? No, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
No, Chief, I'm gonna keep it real with you. My house smells real nice.
My
You
house
can probably
smells
smell
great.
it through the phone. That's how many candles I have burning right now.
I had a guy. He called and he was like, "Hey, I just wanted to so like I feel like I was charged a little more than I should have been this month, and I just want to make sure there weren't any fraud charges on there." So all down the line were like purchases of like lingerie, like adult films, all that stuff. And I was like, I'd have to say them like, we have adult play lingerie.
$48?
Three purchases from adult play lingerie. Like, yeah, those. Okay. Three.
No, those are
Not like go down the
Yep.
line and be like, yep, well, everything seems to be in order. Thank you. Bye.
Like, dude, I feel connected to you, man. I know you. Can we be friends? Like, I feel like I know everything about you
Dude.
at this point.
Yes, I get calls like that. I'll really build some rapport with a customer. They're like, hey, like, I don't know if you can do this, but like, dude, like, do you have a Facebook or something like that? Like, we should like get in touch. Like, there was this one guy, he was like this old guy, and he was like, you know, you're a real stand-up guy, Sean. Or he said something like that.
Sean attracts old men.
He
And
does.
It's true. I don't know what it is about me. Is it my? I don't know.
It's your quirky little personality.
Quirky little. No, anyway.
Aw.
So like, yeah, there's like people that'll do that. They'll like ask for your info, and there was this one call actually where this guy called in from New York, and like he got fraud on his card, and it was because somebody broke into his house, kidnapped his mom, and then
Whoa!
and then they got his credit cards and they just spent a whole bunch of stuff on it. So like I had to like call in and like get like those charges disputed and stuff. And like the whole time he was like telling me this, we're like, yeah, they broke into my house and they kidnapped my mom and had her for about a week, but we got her back. She's okay. And like, and I was like 18 at the time. I was like, wow, I feel like I'm on a police case. This is crazy. And like the whole time I'm like saying that, like I was like, wow, this is nuts. This is like one of my first calls. I've never even heard of anything this crazy. And he was like, yeah, it's happens all the time here where you work.
Yeah, my mom almost died. Whoa.
This is content, boys. Content.
What do I say to that?
Someone write that down. Someone write that down.
What was the question? Oh yeah, now we want to talk about fast food. So you two have both worked fast food. Smith, have you? You never have. I mean, I haven't either.
Nope.
What is your experience in fast food, gentlemen?
I catered, so I wasn't like in the drive, like in actual Costa Vida, but I just catered for them.
Yeah,
Oh,
so that's not bad.
Yeah, it was better. But I would go to all the BYU football games and like have you guys been to a BYU football game?
Yeah.
And you just see the Costa Vida like stands. Like I would take all the food there. Sometimes I would make it. Sometimes I'd hand out drinks and stuff. But it was really fucking cold sometimes, and I would have to reach into this just fucking pit of ice and cold drinks and pull one out. They're like, "Yeah, bring one out from the bottom." I'm like, "Cool." I just put my whole shoulder in there, just dive in like 10-degree weather. I'm like, "Here's your Sprite." Like, like I don't know. Yeah, it was Costa Vida. It was fine. That was
What about taco time?
It was pretty cool.
How was your time at Taco Time?
Taco time.
The crew there was really cool. My boss, his name was Jed. He was like this like big Navajo guy, and like we'd always just like talk about like martial arts movies while we're making tacos. It was a good time actually.
Sounds peaceful.
I miss it. Good old Jed. I still see him sometimes at like buffets and stuff. I'll say hi.
I remember he used to ride. Was that your first job or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing Sean ride his bike to work. Sometimes, like I'd be driving and I'd see him just on the side of the road, just trekking up a hill.
To work, to
Yeah.
taco time.
Yeah,
Good old days. When I didn't
good
have
old
a car.
days.
I would even bike to Wiggy Wash.
I
Yeah, you
remember
would.
that.
I remember that.
Yeah.
You'd always somebody popped your tire.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Hunter.
Somebody who listens to our podcast.
Why'd you gotta pop Sean's tires? Both of them, in fact.
Why'd you gotta go and do that? I don't think it was even my bike. It could have been my dad's.
Oh man.
Can't remember.
You got anything else on there, right, guy?
Yeah, we still got a bunch.
Oh, sweet.
Well, like 5 more questions.
Oh,
We're good.
yeah.
As of right now, what's the plan for your career? Smith, you kick us off.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't have
We've
a plan.
talked about this.
Yeah, I'm just kind of coasting right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what happens the next couple of years, but like I don't have a dedicated set plan for anything.
Yeah,
So
nothing wrong with that, man. Just keep your options open.
yep.
Bray, what's the plan?
Finish college at the moment. Get
Yeah.
a job. Get
When
a
are you
career
going to be done with college?
within 2 years.
Right on.
I'll
Get
have
a
my-
degree, and what do you want to do?
I'll get my bachelor's degree in finance in 2 years, give or take some. I could be accountant. I could be a financial advisor. I could do like business strategies for like investing
Uh-huh.
or like spending money for businesses.
Yeah,
There's all kinds of money to be made, so I'll just get my degree and go do that.
that's cool. Have you taken any like the financial classes yet, or are you doing generals mostly?
Yeah, I skipped most of my generals. I still need to take them, but I'm like, I'm gonna get into the meat of it now.
Yeah.
So like, I took one of the harder accounting classes. It was managerial accounting, and like the average for every test, everyone failed.
Wow.
That average test score was failing.
I feel like that just means you have a shitty teacher, right? Like,
The teacher wasn't bad. I finished the class with a B,
yeah,
but that class was rough.
yeah. just
Yeah.
hard material. But I feel like if all your kids are failing, like you're not teaching it right.
Yeah, he wasn't the best, but it was definitely just a difficult class. But
Yeah.
it's whatever.
Sean, what's the
times.
plan? What's the move?
I don't know, man.
Is it weird that I could see Sean dressing up as like the Easter Bunny in a mall?
He'd be a pretty good Easter bunny,
I think so too.
but he'd be a bad furry.
I take offense at that, but I've also been inspired. So like,
At first, I was mad, but then I was like, you know what? That feels right.
You know what? I should do it.
I'll give it a try.
I just might.
We'll check Sean's searches tonight. It's, what Easter Bunny jobs do me?
I mean, when I was in the first grade, I wanted to grow up to be a werewolf, so maybe I could like try that.
Good times.
Try that out.
Give that a try.
Give the
Eat some
werewolf.
cattle.
Just to see what happens.
What about you, Ray? What's the?
The career move.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like if I like construction, like I could stick with it and make a lot of money doing it. But if I don't like it, then I don't think I'm gonna do it. So the plan is, as of right now, which is subject to change quite often. My plan is right now is I'm going to start writing like one screenplay a week and try to film as much as I can, like with you guys. And if it's something like, because I've always been interested in doing this, and like I've always wanted to be a filmmaker for like 2 years now. And if it's something I'm still interested in like 4 or 5 months or maybe a year, then I'll probably go to UVU and start doing their film studies classes. Maybe get a bachelor's degree in their film branch, but only if I'm like, I don't want to like do it and then realize that it was like a novelty thing. You know what I mean? Like it was like I was just interested in it because, but then when I actually did it, I didn't care for it. So I want to figure that out first, and then do that. So right now I'm moonlighting as a writer is the plan.
That's sick.
But yeah, have you guys ever had a bad boss?
Yeah, I'm looking at him.
You didn't work for Smith, dude. What are you talking about?
I was about to say my first boss at Wiggy Wash.
Oh, you guys are ganging up
No,
on me. That's
just-
fine. That's okay. Life goes on. I'm not
No,
hurt.
you weren't a bad boss.
That was a great boss.
You were.
You were a pretty
taught
good
me a lot.
boss. Yeah.
I taught Smith a lot.
He did.
Smith and I would just go on walks and we would just chat about,
Yeah, it was.
here's what you do if this happens. Here's what
it
we
was
would just
great.
talk.
He was firm but fair.
Yes. I don't think I've ever
Like a
had
dad.
an awful boss. Yeah, no, I've been fine for the most part. Yeah, my boss has been pretty cool. Sometimes Brent would yell at me, but I mean, who doesn't Brent yell at?
It's true.
Yeah.
Springville, because he doesn't show up
Nope.
there. He hasn't been there in years.
I haven't seen him in actually, it's been like 2 years.
There were some times I'd just be out there cashiering, selling stuff, and Brent would just walk out and be like, just go off. And I'm like, bro, I'm trying my best here. I'm just
Trying. Dude.
I'm just selling stuff.
Brent still scares me. I'm terrified of that.
It's
man.
just because he's got like 6 inches on me, like height wise, and he's just like a freaking meat cannon. I swear. And he like holds his arms out like.
No, I don't think his arms can go in any closer.
I don't think it's intentional. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just he just has that stance to him that's like, if I swing, you'll die. Like,
I could kill you at any point.
he just has that voice, like no matter, like it doesn't matter the volume of his voice, he's yelling at you.
Yeah.
Like even if he's like whispering, like
I don't know. I had a surreal moment where he worked on a car with me. I've never been more intimidated in my entire life.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I had to stay ahead of him. Like, yeah, I actually like do this. Like, you're just my boss. It's cool. So I'm like doing my windows. I'm like, what's up, Brent?
Yeah.
I was still scared the whole time.
For anyone who doesn't know, Brent is the owner of Wiggy Wash, and he's probably like 6'4".
Absolutely terrifying.
300
And it's
pounds.
just 300
just
pounds. He's
absolutely
muscular. He's a big old dude, a big truck or blacked out Challenger.
Just imagine like your average baseball dad and add about 60 pounds to him. You'll just about Brent.
combine
Yeah.
2 baseball dads together.
merge them, and you get the best of both of them.
Yeah.
And then insert like an exhaust manifold somewhere in there, and you have Brent.
yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of sunglasses, a lot of baseball hat.
Red Sox paraphernalia.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
My other car is a pirate ship.
that wasn't Brent's. But
That was Chris's.
That's a good thought.
Yeah, this came to mind.
Sean, have you ever had a bad boss?
Bad boss.
So like Jed, what was his name? Jed. Jed was good. Jeb.
No, Jed was so cool.
Jeb was cool.
I wouldn't say I've ever had a bad boss. They've always been really good. I mean, I wouldn't say Brent was a bad boss because I was terrified of him, but I was terrified of him.
Yeah.
Then I had like this one supervisor at Capital One. He just had a customer service voice all the time. Like even when he was just like talking to people, he was like, "Hey man, what's up? Like, what can I do for you today?" Like, just like this.
Like he didn't know how to turn it off. He's
Yeah.
been doing it for so long that he's stuck in it.
Yeah, he just seemed just so fake all of the time, and like I just
Couldn't
couldn't
trust
stand it. I could not trust him. Like I'd like talk, like I would just like try to like talk to him. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, dude, like you know, like one thing, like how we can kind of apply this into like the job, like somehow, you know, like if like you can, and like he would just
Go off.
yes." And Brad kind of reminded me of him, but Brad just seemed much more human. He had his humanistic points and stuff
Yeah.
to the point where like I liked Brad, but this guy just I just didn't like him. He was like a robot. He was just like
He was an
customer
AI.
service robot.
He was a customer service bot.
yeah.
Have you guys ever dealt with those before? Yeah, like chats or anything?
Yeah.
You ever
So
dealt with a customer
cordial.
service bot? Those freak me out. That's the future, man.
There's
Oh
ones
my
I have to deal with
gosh.
on the phone, like at work.
Bots?
Yeah.
I hope
Oh,
that's the
really?
future. I hope customer service is a robot's job in the future. No man has to do
Should
customer
endure
service
that.
anymore.
No, because the
It's just all
second
robots.
that
That'd
works,
be
that
great.
sounds ideal for you. But the second you have to call in and you have to push 1,000 buttons or anything just to get to the right
No,
question.
there's-
Well, I mean, it'll be a
things-
robot. Like it'll be like you'll just immediately be connected to an AI that's just like a giant hive mind that maybe has like unlimited
resources to pull from your
Yeah.
information.
So like
So
you just
you're
get-
calling Alexa.
yeah.
Alexa,
like-
play Despacito.
If I'm really angry about something, I want to call into a customer service place. I want to hurt somebody's feelings.
People would lose it on bots. People would treat bots like shit.
Yeah.
But they would be so good. It'd be like going to like a therapist.
Yeah, people would call in customer service just to talk about their life problems because the bots would be that advanced. No, they'd be like, "Hey, we're not qualified to talk about this. Farewell."
Well, I had, like, I have to call other credit unions sometimes and, like, verify checks or whatever. And, like, I ran into this one, I think it was in a different state, but it had, like, a robot, like a talking robot. I was like, it's probably one of the ones that just direct you to, like, a normal person, whatever. But I was like, I like, called, and then it was like, "Hi, how can I help you today?" Like, it was obviously a robot,
Yeah.
but it was well done for some reason, and it was kind of creepy. And
Yeah.
and like it was like, "How can I help you?" And I was supposed to say what I needed, and I tried to find like I tried to say like customer service like rep or some, I don't remember what I said, and he was like, "Okay, let me find that for you." And then there was an 8-second pause where it went like it was typing.
No.
Yeah, the like they added typing noise to like the robot dialogue, and I'm like,
so weird.
it's like a robot, like just don't add that part in. And then he said, "Okay, I'm redirecting you right now. Thanks for calling," or some shit like that. I'm like, what the
You
hell?
sure it
was
wasn't
that?
like a dude with like Tourette's or something?
No, it was a robot.
Asperger's.
It was too perfect.
That's like a prime example of the uncanny valley. Because like if it was very robotic or like you knew right away it was a robot, you'd be like, "Yeah, it's a robot."
Yeah.
Or if it was like, let's say it was a robot that was so perfect that it sounded human, you wouldn't have an issue because it sounded human.
Yeah.
But because it was just slightly off, right, slightly in the middle of those two,
Mhm.
it was way weirder than either of those two.
Yeah,
Could have
yeah.
been. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying.
I was kind of uncomfortable. I was like,
I can imagine like some old people that don't quite like
don't
get
grasp.
that we're that technologically advanced, just like talking about like their cats to like this robot, and it's just like, okay,
I'll see what I can
Okay.
find.
I'll see what I can find.
You're
Yeah.
so sweet. What did you say your name was again?
Twerk bot.
Oh.
We got 2 questions left. So, do you interview well?
Yes.
Yes, Braden does. Sean?
I think I have a history of interviewing pretty well, except for like a few.
What do you mean a few?
When I interviewed at Quick Quack before I went to Wiggy Wash.
Right.
And
I remember this.
And I was sick. So like I was like I was about to throw up on this guy. And like the whole time like he's like giving me like a tour, and he's like, and this is our garbage can. As you can see, it is orange and round. It is the perfect reciprocal for, and like he would just be there like explaining like all this stuff while like I'm like trying to hold in my puke. So like he would like say something and be like, so what do you think about that? I'm like, it's great, it's cool. And then like, do you have any questions for me? I was like, nope, I think I'm ready to go. And then
Did you go home and throw up?
I actually didn't throw up,
Oh man.
but like I was on the verge of throwing up. Like,
Did you
in
get
the
the
middle
job
of
though, or no?
I did not. They
Damn.
never contacted me.
Wasn't the
so I had to go
job
work at
for
Wiggy
the mascot?
Wash. That was one of
I
them.
thought that was what you applied
He
for.
gave me that as an option. He was like, okay, so we only have one full-time position, and you would be the duck.
The duck.
And you said no.
You pass that up? Do you regret it every day?
I could have said no, but I could have also said I'd think about it.
Dude, you could have woken
But-
up every day
Became
and
Quick Quack.
been a duck. Been a quick quack duck. I hope you feel like shit.
Imagine just driving to work, walking into the back room where it is, and then putting on a duck costume and walking into the heat. Like, are you kidding me?
And he waddled out into the desert heat
All
for
the
another
kids
8
are like,
hours.
look, it's the duck. You're like, ah, fuck off, eh?
You're like waving at him, but you're like swearing at him like, underneath the mask.
They can't.
Nobody
see me
cared
cry.
about who you were until you put on the mask.
You just have ASMR in your earphones. You're like, oh my god, I just want to go home.
Just gotta chill. Gotta chill. Find your happy place. Find your quacky place.
Quacky place.
I found a great ASMR video the other day.
Let's talk about that later.
We will.
Okay.
Do you interview well?
I feel like, yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
a
I've
while
only-
since you've had an interview. Though.
I've only had one interview in my life,
Oh,
and I got the job. So 1 for 1.
One for one.
very nice.
I think I only had. Yeah, no. I think I've only had like one interview, and it was with Wiggy Wash.
Wow.
I think I'm 3 for 3.
That's pretty good. But Smith, when we both did interviews for, and you're still doing them, so you kind of know what do you think
Oh, you performed.
employers are looking for when they interview? What do you look for in an employee?
What I look for is, I don't know, someone who talks back to me instead of just like one word answers.
Yeah.
Like, because obviously in an interview, you're trying to get to know somebody. You can't get to know them if they're not expressing themselves to you.
Yeah.
I'm playing footsie with Sean.
I was wondering what was going on over there.
I thought he was like making fun of him for saying one word answers for holding in his puke or something.
Oh, that
For Sean.
No,
But yeah, no, like it's always funny because at Wiggy Wash, people would like bring in their resume and hand it to you, and it was like, one, you have no qualifications on your resume.
No.
2, this job doesn't need any qualifications.
But
all entry level jobs, no one's looking to see what you've done. A resume is to show like your past work experience.
But I feel like if you walk in without a resume, it just kind of says something that like you're like I don't know, like just showing up with a resume shows like you've already put a little bit of thought into it.
Not necessarily, because I think it's just
Yeah.
printing out a piece of paper. Do you know what I
That's
mean? It
true.
depends, and especially a lot of it now is all done online, where it's like they already have your resume before, like they
Yeah.
see your resume and select you for an interview.
Yeah.
I
Like
mean-
I have a funny story about a resume.
I see their resume and then they bring a resume to me. I'm like, yep,
I don't even look at it. I don't even talk to
I
them
don't
about
either.
it. Because it's like it's not. I don't honestly don't really care about what you've done. I mean, I care about your last work history,
Yeah.
but that only to show like how that reflects into this work. But like it's all about like if I can talk to you. Do you know what I mean? Do you seem like a normal, hardworking person? And it's like there's certain questions you can ask that like are very telling. Like when like there's traps. Honestly, like
Mhm.
there's traps that you can get people in where it's like, what do you like to do in your spare time? And they're like, oh, I like to just like hang out at home. And it's like that's probably going to be somebody who likes to just stay at home, like they don't want to
chill.
be at work, you know what I mean? Versus somebody who's like more active, they're like, oh, I like to be like hiking, or and then there's like extremes to it too, because if they're like, oh, I'm always like on a hike, or I'm always snowboarding or skiing, it's like they're never going to want to be at work.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like a
Or like a
balance
lot of time
things.
off. Like it just kind of say.
Yeah, like so you said you went on a vacation. Where did you go? How often do you go to Disneyland? Oh, every month. It's like, oh, okay, cool. So you're gonna be gone once a month for a week. But Yeah. What are some other things, Smith, as
Um,
far as an
A
interviewer?
big thing I look for is eye contact.
Yeah.
The person can't make eye contact
That's so
with
hard
me.
for me.
To keep eye contact?
I'm very bad at keeping eye contact.
Yeah.
I have
No,
to really try.
That's a huge turn off in an interview. Like, I don't want anything to do with you if you can't look me in the eye.
Yeah.
Like,
That's something
while
I
you're
can't
talking
teach
to
you.
me.
Like, I can't, I will never be able to teach you that if I
Nope.
work with you. Like, you just can't.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
tough.
I have that I brought in like the resume,
Uh-huh.
and it was to America First, it's like when I was getting the job. And I thought I screwed myself over. I was like, ah, shit, I messed that one up. Because basically, I had my resume. I think America First like didn't require a resume, but I'm kind of glad I brought one in. Like, it
Yeah.
actually helped me. Like, we talked about it and all that. And like, so I originally made that resume for a job called Nameify,
Uh-huh.
because I was going to do like financial stuff for them, and then I decided to go to America First. But I never changed it because I had like a thing that was like da 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 working for Nameify, and I never changed that. And I gave that exact same thing to America First.
So it didn't say that you worked at it. It was saying that you wanted to work at it.
It was basically, yeah, there was a part on it saying I would like to do this for Nameify.
Uh-huh.
And it was, I handed it to America First, and the dude like looked at it, he read it, and he was like, so this is like for, like, you would like to aspire to work at Nameify one day? And I was like, oh shit, yeah. Like,
Yeah, that'd be great. That's like
the
a
goal.
dream.
I was like, yeah, no, yeah, I would like to.
That
I'd like
shows
to work.
ambition. It's like, oh, he's working towards something. I want him.
Yeah, and I was like, he read that, and my heart was like sank. I was like, oh fuck, God.
We're done for, boys.
Yeah, I was like,
We got him.
I was like, I didn't fix that. Kind of, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. There's a whole nuance to making good what's it called?
Resumes.
Yeah. I as you know, as little as I kind of talk down on them, it's good to have a good one because like a lot of the application process uses them. But like I made a way nice one for Jacob when he started looking for other jobs and he worked at Walmart, and like we talked about like very briefly like his dreams, like his ambitions and things like that, because employers do want to like see that in him. And even like if you put little pictures of you like in the corner of it, it like puts a face with their name. So if you're like in a pile of applicants, it helps. Like you stand out more because they can put all of your stuff with your face and they recognize you and identify with you more.
I never thought about putting your face on it, but that's kinda
It's smart.
cool.
Yeah. No, it's like a newer thing that some people are doing, and I'd recommend it.
Definitely the best resume I ever saw.
It's mine.
It was Braden's, yes. No, someone had just done it in their iPhone notes and then screenshotted it and uploaded it.
That's so lazy. Did they get the job?
No.
Oh, why not?
Weird.
Other reasons, or that was the
Um,
big kicker?
Well, at Wiggy Wash, you have to also post a 2-minute video
Uh-huh.
about why you want the job, and their whole video, instead of a video of themselves, was a like a slideshow presentation about what they're good at. So
Nice.
That sounds kind of cool.
it consisted of 3 slides. So.
What are they good at? Making PowerPoints. using notes.
Making
It's like
brief
technology
PowerPoints.
friendly. Like, oh, can see that.
Yeah, everyone's like, or what is the word? Computer savvy?
Tech savvy.
Tech savvy, and it's like, yeah, you could have put that on there 30 years ago,
Yeah.
but you can't do that now. Like
Now if you're
everyone's
not
born with an
tech
iPhone.
savvy,
Yeah.
That's pretty funny though.
yeah.
I would imagine you see some pretty whack
Oh.
applications.
Oh, we'll go into that at Wiggy,
yeah,
at the
we
Wiggy
will.
one that we'll do.
I've got a good one for that one.
That's hilarious.
Okay, final question. Close it out, boys. We're at a record of an hour and 20 minutes right now.
I think we've done longer.
I don't know if we have.
I think we've gone like an hour 30 something. I may be wrong though.
Talk really slowly then, boys.
We got to milk
Drag
this
this
last
one out.
question out. All right, final question. As of right now, what is your dream job? Smith, go first.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I know kind of what my dream job looks like.
Ooh,
Like,
tell me that.
something where I enjoy like the people I work with. Like, it's like I'm going and hanging out instead of working.
Yeah.
And then something where I'm productive and can see progress throughout time. But I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Something that when I'm retired, I can look back and be like, that fucking was awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Bray?
Professional paintball player.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, yes.
That's awesome.
That would be my dream job. There are people who do it. It's like playing like professional football, baseball. You just get paid. You
Yeah.
fly out somewhere, you play, you win. That's cool. Take the prize money and go home. I would do that in a heartbeat if I could. But
That is cool.
I was close to that one time, but not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What changed?
I didn't have enough money.
Yeah, like what do you mean? Like, does it cost money to upgrade your tech, or is it like it costs money to go out to places to do the stuff?
I was like 16, 17, and I flew all over the U.S. to like compete. And at that time, I was actually semi-professional.
Yeah.
So like, if I would have kept at it, I'm sure I would have gotten there someday, maybe now. But I mean, I just ran out of money. Basically, couldn't do it anymore.
It'd be
Yeah.
so
Here I
sick.
am. That would be pretty tight, huh? Even like just being like 16, 17, flying everywhere and playing was like pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, that's way cool. Didn't you have sponsors at one point?
Yeah, we still have sponsors,
Yeah.
but like
Like
that.
we sponsor your whole team, right?
Yeah. But when I was playing that, like back then, we had a lot of sponsors. We had ones that covered like thousands of dollars of stuff.
Yeah.
Like all the paint we shot was like easily like $2-3 grand. That was all covered.
That's cool.
Like it didn't like it was like money's no object for that kind of stuff. Which
Yeah.
is pretty wild. It's because our coach used to be a professional paintball player, and he worked for that company. So that company just basically was like, "Sure, have whatever you want."
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's cool.
that would be
that's
my
awesome.
dream job.
Paintballer. Sean?
I'd want to be like a writer, or like something that would have to do with like animals, like a zoologist or like biologist or something. Just
I would like to take pictures of the hairless gorillas.
yes, get me out there, put me in the field with all those hairless monkeys.
They would kill you. They're monsters.
It'll rip you in half.
Unless
dude.
you got naked too, and then they'd identify you as one of their own.
I would die as soon as I truly began to live. Then that'd be the dream. No, but seriously,
Working
like
with animals.
working with animals would be amazing. Like being able to like go to like Africa or like just like some like far off country, like go to like some rainforest somewhere just to like study like the ecosystem or study like just like the things that are going on like out there. Like especially if I could travel with that, that'd be incredible.
That would be cool.
But
Would you ever consider going like the pursuit to the bottom of the ocean? You know what I mean? How like there's like 80% of it that's still unknown to us.
like
Would that interest you at all? It's
That would
still
be
with
sick.
animals. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
like anything, literally anything.
Anything
Like,
with animals.
marine biologist, like zoologist, just anything that'll like get me out there in the world.
Zookeeper.
Zookeeper would be cool. I
That'd be
even thought
cool.
about like being a veterinarian.
That'd be cool.
That'd be way cool too.
That'd be sick. Take care of puppies,
Yes.
doggies.
Inject them with lethal injections.
No,
Every now and
dude.
again.
No, you let them go.
Comes with the job.
We'd take him back to our house.
Did you know that? Did you know that the majority of families who bring their old animals to be euthanized don't sit there in the room with them? So basically, those animals, they're like the last things they see is just some vet putting them down, and they just like
Panic.
And they're
they
frantically
panic and
looking
just
for
look
their
around
family.
for their families. So
It's pretty sad.
Yeah, that's pretty depressing.
yeah,
You should just hold its hand.
hold its
You
paw.
should be there for it. You know what I mean?
Honey, it's okay. You're
I
just
will
dying.
be.
It's okay. It's okay to feel like that.
We really do be
okay
like
to feel
that
like it.
sometimes.
Sometimes you just die.
Does
Ryan,
it just happen?
Dream job.
what's the
Dream
dream?
job. Something with movies. I wanna.
I'd like to be a male actor.
Yeah. I wanna write and direct my movies. Is what I want to do.
That would be cool.
That's my dream, and I will do everything that I can as of right now to pursue that. I want to direct a Marvel movie someday.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I won't
Yes.
watch it.
You will watch it? Yeah, you will, because we'll talk about it on the podcast.
All right, fair.
I don't
well,
know.
Well,
Yeah.
me and Sean will do a movie review of your. You can just sit on the couch over there.
You guys will just shit on it for an hour and a half.
If you become a director, let me make cameos in your films.
You'll make cameos and you'll edit them.
Can
That'd
I
be fun.
Can I be Spider-Man,
Ooh.
please?
No.
Ooh.
I'm
We
cuter.
already have a great Spider-Man.
I'm cuter than Tom Holland.
You don't. No, you're not.
We already
No.
have the guy who looks like Andrew Garfield right
Smith
here.
looks like a Spider-Man. Smith
I'll play
has the
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man look. He's a little
Sorry.
tall.
Sorry.
Volunteer.
Can I be a villain?
No.
You can be the vulture. You'll just have to shave your head.
All right, game. I'm in. How much am I getting paid for this? I don't
We'll
mind.
be like, all right, the interview process. You'll show up with a resume, and we'll be like, yeah, we don't care about your resume.
Oh fuck.
You'll be like, and we'll be like, so what's your favorite superhero movie? You're like, I don't watch them. We're like, oh, And you're you want to be in our
You're
superhero
one of
movie.
those guys.
One of those guys.
Yeah, my favorite superhero movie is probably Venom.
Oh, I can't wait till that comes out and we can just talk about it for like
Talk some shit on
2
it.
hours. That's gonna be a mess. But I think that's it for today.
Yep, that was a long one.
It's record breaking. The other one, the longest one we had was an hour and 10.
Was it? Did you look? That was Infinity War.
Infinity War was 102.
Oh.
110 was the one with Andrew about YouTube.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah,
Wow, we went off. We popped off on this boy.
I know. Content, baby.
If you're listening to the end right now, I will blow you a kiss through the microphone.
All right, we're gonna go. Love
Thank you, Smith, for being on the podcast.
Anytime.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.